to our channel, and welcome to all our new subscribers. If you're new here, welcome to the Glam Doll family, and I'm excited to get to know all my newbies, and so excited to be trekking into this new year with all my dolls. I'm so excited. So many great things in store, and this is another edition of Lunchy Munchy Break with moi. If you've been with my channel for a while, you know, especially in the beginning, I did a lot of filming on the go, in my car, shopping, or, you know, just talking like when I get my Ipsies or BoxyCharms, because I have everything shipped to my office at work. And I'm impatient and don't want to wait to get home to film. And on top of it, I have a husband and children who, when I get home, they crave my attention. Not that I blame them, because if I was a child of mine or married to me, I'd want all my attention too. So, you know, just saying. So this is really the only time, especially when I first started my channel, was the only time I could get in and film. I am an insurance agent, and that's my main profession, but I used to be a makeup artist when I was a little bit younger. But where I live in California, it just doesn't pay the bills. If I lived back in SoCal, I would have pursued it a little bit more, but where I live here, once I had kids, I needed something that made a lot more money. So, yeah, I got into insurance, but that's a whole other story in itself. So today, the thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is there is a page. I wouldn't say it's a website because it's not a website. It's a page on Facebook, and it is for girls to buy or sell their makeup new, used, and dumpster dive, okay? So, I don't know if you guys have seen videos of girls dumpster diving into Ulta and Sephora's garbage and pulling out, like, their used stuff. Well, it was intriguing to me. I've never done it, nor will I ever use anything that has been in a garbage can, ever, on my face, okay? But it was intriguing, and I ended up stumbling upon this site. Well, I got on there because actually, not a lot of the stuff on this site is dumpster dive makeup. A lot of the stuff is actually girls just reselling their stuff, or they got a bunch of gifts for Christmas that they didn't really want, so they're reselling it for whatever reason, or something they swatched wasn't the color they wanted. Whatever the reason, they're selling their own personal stash. And I got on there because I want to sell some of my personal stuff. Well, I did something that I said I would never, ever, ever do, you guys. I bought a knockoff replica. I said I would never, I've never in my life had a replica knockoff purse. I always save my money for the real thing. Like, I'm not somebody who will walk around with a fake bag or a fake anything. I'm not against it if anybody else is doing it. Just personally, I could not do it knowing I was carrying a fake. But this girl, and I didn't buy it for the name or anything, because I can afford to go and buy this palette. Like, I've bought palettes that are way more expensive than this one. I ended up getting a replica of the Naked Heat by Urban Decay, okay? I wasn't even going to get the original Heat palette in the first place, okay? So I'm not a big fan of Urban Decay shadows. I'm not a big fan of the Naked palettes, not their shadows. Like, I have single shadows of theirs that I actually like, but I'm not a big fan of the Naked palettes. That's what I should say. The color combos to me are just bleh, and I don't dig it. I just don't dig them. I know everybody else likes them. Great if they work for you, they're just not for me, okay? So when I saw the Naked Heat, I felt like I already had a lot of these colors already, so I wasn't going to get it. Well, one of the gals that I know on this site, and she's a trusted person on there, a trusted friend. She gets them straight from a distributor in Canada. These palettes, these replicas are not made in China. They are made in Canada. So they're very high-end replicas. They are, that's the only reason I did it, because they're not made in China. I don't know why that made me feel a little bit more safe. But because they're not made in China, I don't know. I felt better about it. I don't know. I'm a weirdo. So I wanted to show you guys what I got. I thought it was so interesting, and I'll do a look with it just to show you. I said I would never ever buy a replica, and the reason I did, here's the reason why I did, you guys. So she has the original, and obviously she has a replica she kept for herself for swatching and showing people, okay? Tell me why the replica had better pigmentation and better payoff than the actual heat did. Like, this is the first time I've ever seen a replica have more pigment than the original. It was so weird, okay? Now, I wanted to show you guys the differences, okay? First off, here's the box. Automatically, I don't even have the Naked Heat, and I can tell that this is knocked off. Like, totally knocked off, okay? It's not the worst, but it's not good. Now, where you can really tell, and then here's the back, you guys. The back doesn't look as bad. They did a good job on the box, I will say. Like, everything is all gold and embedded, and like, they did do a good job here, okay? It's not that bad. I can tell by the lettering it's a little off, but it's all embedded in here. It's really nice. They went as far as to put a serial number on here. You know, they went as far as to put a barcode on here. Like, they did the most, you guys. Like, the most. I can't even believe it. Sorry if you can't tell, I'm getting sick right now. My boss is hella sick with like a flu / cold / Ebola / the plague. So I think I'm coming down with it, and I felt so awful when I woke up this morning. I didn't even drink on New Year's because I felt myself getting sick. Ugh. Yuck. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, they did the most there. So when you open it up, it looks like this. Obvious fake. Like, there's no ridges. It's just all flat right there. It is fake on fake on fake on fake. The coloring's a little bit different, which I'll post the outside of the real one right here versus fake. So really, really fake, you guys. And then the inside of the box, I will say the boxes actually look like they took the boxes from the originals and put it on here. Like I said, dude, like, there's a serial number and everything on here. Like, they did the most. I trip out. But this right here is just a sticker on here, and it's, you know, cheap plastic. But the pigment, you guys. Oh my God. Okay, so here is the inside of it. There's the inside. And it even comes with a brush. And even on the brush is a little bit off from the one you get in the Naked Heat palette. It even says, I don't know if you guys can see that, it even says Naked Heat on the brush. Like, they did the most. And I did try it out. I tried it on my eyes and just blended it out with this little brush. The brush is hella soft. My eyes haven't fallen off yet, so that's a good sign. I'm risking myself for beauty for you guys. You might be able to find a good dupe, you know, a good knockoff if you don't want to spend like close to 60 bucks, you know. Oh, the pigment though is really, really great. As I was saying, the color differences, I'll post a side by side of a real versus fake. And this color right here is the most noticeable to me. This one, instead of being like a deeper purplier color, this one is more raspberry and a little bit more like Love Letter from ABH Modern Renaissance. That's what it reminds me of. But when you touch these, they feel, my hand to God, you guys, I swear to you, they feel just like the real Urban Decay Naked eyeshadows. They feel just like them. Creamy as hell, really soft, not a lot of fallout, like no fallout, super pigmented. So I'm going to swatch it for you guys and show you. This is probably the only replica I will ever buy. I'm not into buying fakes, like for real. It's just not my style. So, but I thought, because I didn't really want to get that palette, I thought it was a good buy and I just wanted to try it out. And, you know, she was showing the swatches and they looked better than the actual original swatches from the Real Heat palette. So I was like, I'm going to go ahead and get this and check this out. And you know what? I'm so happy I did. It is a really good palette. I'm really happy overall. So stay tuned. I'm going to do a look with it and let's pray my eyeballs don't fall out. For a quickie tutorial, we are going to go in with the Fakey Heat Palette and pray to God my eyeballs don't fall out of my head. But before we do that, I'm going to take the Coty Airspun and place that underneath my eyes, and this is going to prevent any fallout from messing up my makeup. So for my transition shade, I'm going to go in with Sauced and just plop that baby all over the transition area. And then I'm going to go ahead and take On Fuego, which doesn't really look like the On Fuego. It's a little lighter, I think, than the On Fuego that's in the Real palette. This has a little more violet to it than the other one does, but it's still super gorgeous. And then I'm going to take Ashes and also place that in the crease and outer corner just to deepen it up a little bit. And then I'm going to take the brush that had On Fuego and blend them both together. And then I am going to go ahead and clean up my highlight area, my brow bone, I can't even talk right now. And I'm going to use Ounce to highlight the brow bone. And now we're going to go ahead and lay down some concealer right in the middle. We're going to create kind of like a halo effect. And this is just going to make room for that and kind of carve it out. And once we get that laid down, we are going to do the outer perimeter of that with I believe I'm using Scorched is the color in here. Yes, Scorched. And I'm going to keep that mostly on the outer perimeter and leave a little bit in the middle open because we are going to use Lumber, that pretty peachy shimmer color, to kind of create like a highlight effect and again create a little bit of a gradient in the middle. And it is so gorgeous. I love it. And then on the bottom lash line, with a little bit of a thicker brush, I'm going to use On Fuego. And then I'm going to go back in. I believe I used Ashes again or Ember, one of the darker colors. And I'm going to go ahead and keep that a little closer to the lash line, but go over that just to deepen it up and take it up into the outer corner just to blend the upper lash line with the lower lash line. And now to tightline, I'm using my Japanesque eye pencil in dark brown. Of course, what else am I using? And then I'm going to use the Essence liquid liner, and it doesn't have to be neat. I'm putting falsies over, and I just create a simple, tight line to it. This would have looked really pretty with a winged liner, but I didn't want to. So, yeah. And then I'm going to coat my eyelashes with the Tartiest Lash Paint and get it ready for my falsies. And for falsies, I'm going to use the Allure Luxie lashes to complete the look. Then I'm going to go ahead and slap on some lipstick, and I will meet you guys in just a sec. Okay, Glam Dolls, so I finished the tutorial using the Naked Heat Replica, the big old fakey. Faker than a stripper's tits. And it actually came out flipping amazing. Did you guys see this pigment? Did you see it all? And the blend out and everything. I don't even care if it's a replica or knockoff. I would buy this. Ew, you see my lips all sticking together? That's gross. Anyway, that's all the lip gloss and Carmex and bullshit on my lips. Sorry. So, yeah, I would buy this even if it was like some no name and it just said fire colors or bunch of oranges or, you know, whatever. I would totally buy this and spend the exact same amount of money. Actually, I prefer it didn't try to be a knockoff for the Heat palette because I really, really love this palette and the pigment is flipping amazing. I was telling you guys, didn't I tell you earlier that the swatches for this were better than the actual original? Like, I think I told you guys that. Nobody wanted to listen to me. None of you listened. Well, now you're going to listen. If anybody does want to get this at your own risk, I am not going to be found at fault or liable if any of you guys lose your eyeballs. But if anybody is interested in getting this palette or any other high-end replicas, like I said, she has a bunch, I can put you in touch with her. She does only ship US only, so it would be US only. I don't get any money or anything for it. You know, as a matter of fact, I don't even know if she's cool with me just advertising her out there like that, which is why I'm not throwing her name out, which is why if you do want it, hit me up. I'll contact her, see if it's cool, you know. It goes down in the DM. So, I'm going to give this, the Desiree, 2 thumbs up. Well, I would if I could. There we go. Just use my double chin. 2 thumbs up. And I totally, totally, totally love it. Again, you know, I mean, just horrible, horrible fake. It's just a sticker print from what the actual cover is. But look at this. Look at this. And I tried to use as many colors as I could. You guys saw I used like half the palette on my eyes. This is what I came up with. And it is stunning. So I will continue to use this. And pray to God my eyeballs don't fall out. So yeah. I'm going to go ahead and go now. But make sure you guys are entered in the giveaway. Don't mean to sound like a broken record. But don't be stupid. Get entered. It's free stuff. As a matter of fact, I just went and picked up the City Mini. This is authentic. The City Mini palette that's going in. This is one I don't have yet. And I actually want it so bad. And they only had 1 left. And I thought, you know, I want to give you guys something that I would actually wear. And this one is stunning. And the pigment is flipping crazy. So I wanted to give you guys something with a little pop of color in it. And so this is going into the bag. I'm going to be picking up a liquid lipstick. I think I'm going to pick up the BH Cosmetics liquid lipstick that I use all the time. And then I'm going to pick up the Essence mascara. And then add that into the bag. And you guys, we're almost at another batch of the 20. We're almost at 380 even. So once we get to 380, I'm adding in something else. And once we get to 400, dude, I'm having to do a whole nother giveaway again. You guys seriously kick so much ass. I don't want to say bad words, but yeah, you guys kick it like big time in the bootay. So thank you so much for all the love you guys give me, and I will see you guys next time. Oh yeah, remember, giveaway, last day to enter, January 9th. Get entered. All right, bye guys. Love you all. Mean it.